Hi Andrew, here's the walk around. It's windy here, so I apologize in advance for the wreck. Start off right here. The bumper's got a split in it. I could probably mend it back together. I don't know. Some folks might want to put on an M bumper, whatever you want to do there. I think this fog lamp's not working. Somebody put xenon fogs in it. I didn't mess with it. It's not throwing an error for some reason. That one's working. The lights work, but they're kind of sketchy the way they're wired in. I don't know what this guy did, because this is a 2000 and he put the halos in or something. It says low beams don't work, but they do work, so I don't know. I can't vouch for that. That's not my work. Here's the new fan clutch I put in, so now it actually moves freely. Under the hood, I didn't do anything. This amazingly isn't broken off, but it's dirty in here. I didn't even, get to cleaning this. If there wasn't a coolant leak, I would have cleaned all this up. If you look at some of the videos I've posted of cars I've sold, I've really brought them far back. It's missing the underhood pad. Like I said, I put new wiper blades on it. The wiper arms could use some paint. This is a sketchy point here on the hood. It's got this dent in the hood. The prior owner said that the fan blew up on him and it hit the top of the hood here. So at least it's accessible. It's not behind the brace. It's right here. So it could be worked out. I don't know. That's definitely an issue. The wheels are all nice. They're off my friend's 01 wagon. Style 66s. These tires are nice, Continental Extreme contacts. They're not flat spot or anything. This one's got some curb rash on it, but overall they're pretty good. Like I said, the ones that were on here were flat spotted from the car sitting. But this door is the worst of the body panels. The other wagon does actually have a decent door on it. This is the worst spot right here. They tend to do that, but it's not like through it. I would just clean that up. The water gets behind this seam sealer. I've noticed the wagon I redid, the Storal one, was like that too, and it cleaned up. The body's not actually rotted as much as it is. It weeps. It gets in this crack and then starts coming from behind. It's not coming from inside the door, from my experience. I haven't been inside this door, though. I did take the door panel off to fix this handle. That was broken. That was really annoying. You shut the door and you get locked in. There's wear on the seat clearly, but this bolster, amazingly, is still nice. So whoever owned it, I think the original owner must have been pretty slim, because usually, and these aren't cracked off, they're always busted off. That's in nice condition. Usually those are, this is blown and this is out. But the leather is quite soft. I mean, you can see it's got some sun baking by the seatbelt here. When it's chalky like that, it's one of my signs. But the leather is nice and soft. There's no splits in it or anything. I don't know if you were ambitious enough to spray it, it would spray up pretty good. Like I said, the wood's in pretty good shape. This is the worst piece, as usual. The console one is cracked, but the rest of it's pretty good. It's got sport package, so it's got the sport wheel, and it's got, as you saw from the thing, it's got the DSP. Actually, the pixels on here aren't half bad on the display either. Usually those are gone, and you saw on the instrument cluster that those were pretty good too. They're not bad at all, right? I mean, usually they're totally out. And on the radio, look at that, right? So that's a plus. All this stuff, I'm sure the cup holder's broken. I haven't even touched it, but they're garbage. This is not broken. Sometimes those are messed up. I don't think this is even broken. I don't know. No, it's not. It's just a little wonky. It's probably feels gummed up with somebody spilling something. The pocket cover's broken here. This is a little skeevy in here. I did try to clean it, but again, radio works fine. Nothing funky there. Again, here's the shades I put on and the door panels from the other car. These I reinforced the bottom of the spools with epoxy because they snap there and then they lose their tension. So that's all square. And I resealed the doors inside and changed this window regulator that was busted. All the windows do work. The sunroof, I've only tilted up. I have not attempted to open it because I don't want a problem where it gets stuck open. Here's the headliner you asked about. Other than some dirt on it, it's not coming down or anything. A little in the front by the sun visors, that's normal. Actually, the B-pillars trim is pretty good. Look at that. Usually that's, oops, even showing that. Usually that's pretty messed up. Again, I haven't done anything in here really to detail much of anything. That's that. This seat again has some wear on it. It's soft, but it's definitely got wear. I'm not sure what was going on there. Definitely seen use, but the car does have 184 on the clock. And it's got the early sport seats with the smooth backs. But it is the dual stage airbags despite the early production, because it's got the yellow connectors, whatever that's worth. Does have the cargo net here. Those are missing often. And the cup holder, of course, back here is broken, but you should just honestly put in the filler piece they went to in the updated one. Before I forget, it's got 3 keys to it, 2 masters and 1 valet key. I will note that the lock buttons are dented in, which I guess this is common for this style of keys. I haven't tried to lock it from the outside with these keys, but I guess I can try it now. All the door lock actuators are working. I checked that. They're a pain in the butt to replace. The rear wiper works. I put a new blade on it. Glass is good. Rear hatch opens. Rear hatch stays open, which is these things, if you know. I've done I don't know how many sets of these struts. The glass stays open too. Huge plus. Like I said, this car was taken care of. You know, you got your cargo area back here. Everything's tidy. I'll include a spoiler that goes on top of here. I took it off my buddy's wagon. He didn't like it, but it's all yours if you want it. And here's the stuff in here. Here's the battery clamp stuff. It's got the wrong battery in it at the moment. It was just something I had that was working around. And whatever tire that is that was in the car. It's a good tire, but the rim's a little weird. Compressor holds there. The rear suspension, no problem there. It doesn't go down. It's got, like I said, the DSP stereo, CD changer. There's no cassette in here, I believe. Nope. But nobody likes CDs nowadays anyways. Put the Grom in there is always nice, just that you can't have the CD player. There we go. Over here is your subwoofer, and there's the wrong battery. I'll see if I can get the original battery came up enough to swap it out. But that one works enough to crank it up. The deep pillar trim, that's actually not cracked here, so that's amazing. Usually those cracks right in here when you put this in. So that's all good. That's about it for this. You get the tool kits. Missing a few things, but the soft close works. Let's see here. It is missing that piece of trim up there as well as the trim around on the inside, which is extremely typical. I was missing this piece right here. I took that off the other car, this filler piece by the wiper motor. I have a brand new antenna for this that's still in the package from the other car. I put it in the glove box with the owner's manual. This is amazing, as you know, these cars, that's just dirt in here. It is pristine, which is really bizarre with the rockers that's blowing out. Again, the paint you can see here has some issues. I think it's gas being dripped on it. There's a little check down the roof here too. Can't really see in this light, but it's checking. A little bubbling right here. Typical spot, but there's no issues under here. Oh yeah, the underside of this has got some rust on here, which again is typical. I would scrape that off and put POR 15 on it. It's not like rotted out, but it looks kind of crappy. Again, it's pretty straight. It's got some dings in the door over here. Again, it's a $2,500 car, so. The rocker is bulged out here some from someone trying to jack it up when this hot air under here, which you've seen pictures of. You got good shots of the underside, so I won't waste time on that. But all the stuff I've tested, everything seems to be working in terms of lights and so forth. And electrical stuff, so I didn't test the squirters, but I'll bet they don't work. When they sit, those pumps always seem to go bad. That's about it. Hope that helps.